So the brackets are installed. Now I need to unpack the bags and install the keys, the locks on the bags. I'm not sure what needs to be done there. I don't have instructions for it, so that's interesting. But we'll see how I can manage. Nice. Now let me show you something here while I have the bags out. This is how they work. So you attach these two hooks to the two mounting points on the bike, and then the third one, which is this one, goes in that rubber bracket that we've just installed. And then you have the lock up here, which as you can see has no lock. So you lock it down, and when you push down this handle, you can see that up here this lip comes up, and this lip goes under here and locks the bike in the bag in place. So it's attached on these 2 points plus the third one, and then it locks from underneath. So when you lower this handle, the lock comes up, and then when you turn the key to take it out, this handle is locked. So this is locked, so there's no way to take the bike out. This is how you open it. You pull this thing and it unlocks and it opens. When you open the side cases, inside there's some straps that you can unlock, and then they are adjustable in length as well. And there's some stickers here, which I believe these stickers are for the FJR. It's something that you put on the frame of the bike on the FJR so that you don't scratch it when you install the bags. I don't think these are for the tracer. Anyway, and then let me also tell you something interesting. So this is what Yamaha calls the city cases, because they're narrow-ish, right? The FJR cases are exactly the same on this side, but then the cover is bigger, so it's more round and it goes like this. So for the FJR, the full helmet fits in. For these bags, no way. These are basically flat. Now I'm pretty sure you can replace these covers with the FJR covers, and then you have a big bag that takes the helmet and it's nicely integrated. There's even an FJR in this color, so you can just order it. But I'm also pretty sure that Yamaha does not sell only covers. They sell only the complete bag, which is stupid in my opinion, because you could have two sizes, one for small trips and another one for big trips, by just replacing this cover. Just remove these bolts here and you would be good to go. But that's something that needs to be investigated. I'm not sure about Yamaha selling the covers only or not. I'm pretty sure that if you can buy different covers, you can certainly replace them and have more space on the bike. So having that said, I need to install the locks here, and I don't have any instructions, but I'll figure it out. It can't be that hard. It's just a screw somewhere, I don't know. I need to figure out how this goes in there. So basically you see the lock outside, and then as you lock and unlock, this little lip goes and holds everything in place or doesn't. And these things come with the bike, because that way you have just one key. The ignition key is also the same as this one, so you only need one key to open the bags and the bike, which is very handy. So let me see if I can figure out how this is installed, and then I'll show you. So I figured out how to install this. Basically, I need to remove this little metal plate. For this I need to remove these two screws. Now what's very interesting is that this is not Allen key screws, because there's a little metal rod inside the hole. I'm sure you cannot see it, but anyway, this key is like outside is hexagonal, so like a Allen key, but then there's a hole, in it. I guess this is some kind of security thing, and by some crazy miracle I had this in one of the many crappy kits that I have. It doesn't fit on any wrench that I have. There's an adapter that also doesn't fit anywhere. So I'm gonna do it the old style, which is just grab it like this. There's not a lot of strength involved with this process here, so there's no big issue with doing it like this. I could probably do it by hand. And yeah, now just remove these little screws, and then we feed the lock through the hole in the clasp there. We feed the lock through the hole, and then we screw it again inside, and that's how it doesn't come out. Now, something I want to tell you, which is I remember from the times when I got the FJR that these little screws have a tendency to unscrew with vibration and drop out. So it is advisable to also use Loctite on those. Especially in the beginning when the FJR was coming out with these bags, there were a lot of cases where the dealers would not put Loctite in them, and then the problem is the screws fall into the bags and you don't have a way to open them anymore. So you're basically locked outside your bag and you have to destroy something to get in. So make sure you use Loctite also on these little ones, because you don't want to lose these. I needed that. So I went to get the key because I want to understand how this works. Yes, so this is locked, this is unlocked. So what was confusing me is that before you install the lip, the key can rotate 180 degrees, and that was not making any sense with the mechanism I could see there. But now I see when you install the lip, the plastic structure inside doesn't let you move more than 90 degrees, which makes sense. So yeah, I'm sorry I can't really show you this. It's just too tight. It's even hard for me to get there with my fingers. I did put the Loctite on the screws. You basically have to take the lip out, insert the lock, insert the lip, and then screw it back up. There are some tabs there that don't allow you to put it in the wrong way around. I was trying to figure out the correct way, but in the end I quit and I just installed the way the tabs allow it, and it works. So I guess this is stupid proof, but I was still trying to understand, and in the end you give up, you just play stupid, just do what they allow you to do and it will work. So now let me show you. So you unlock like this. If you pull it this way, you can remove the bag from the bike. If you lock it down, the bag is locked to the bike. This is still open, and then when you close it, you pull this down. This is now closed, and then you spin the key 90 degrees, take it out, and nothing opens anymore, everything gets locked. So that's how it works. Just one key, which is the same as the ignition. I've probably mentioned this already 10 times in this video. So that concludes the installation. I'm gonna install the other lock on the other bag, put it on the bike, and I'll give you a quick look in the end, take some pictures for the video, and that's it. I am exhausted, not because this is physically challenging, it's just hot in here. It's summer weather, which is great because on this weekend I'm doing one of the big rides to break in the bike, but it's just hot in this garage. And so I hope you liked it. I'm gonna say goodbye now, and I'm gonna finish my Red Bull, and just rest and edit the videos for you guys. Thank you, see you next time, bye bye. Something important I forgot to mention is that with this key system from Yamaha, you cannot take the key out with the bag open. So you need to close it and you need to lock it to take out the key. What this means is that you cannot go and use the key to ride off with the bags not being locked. And like I mentioned before, when you lock this opening pad, you also lock the case in place. So everything needs to be closed and locked before you can take the key out and ride off, which is fantastic because then the bags don't open while you're riding and they don't fall off while you're riding by accident. There's also some reflective stickers here which will show you if this is not properly locked. You immediately see the red here, so it needs to go all the way down to disappear, and it's meant to call the attention that it's not properly attached in place. So these are great features from these bags. Finally, just another note on this little recess here. This, I believe, gets a reflector, a red reflector in the US because it's mandatory, but not in Europe. So it's a pity that it's not flat, but that's the way it is. Just a quick note here. As I open the other side bag to install it, look what fall out of it. Instructions to assemble these cases. So I guess they do send them. They're just in the left bag, and I started with the right one, and I didn't see these were in, so now it's too late, guys. I know already how to do it, even though I had to sweat 1 liter of water to get it done. Alright, bye bye.